Now, let's talk about Goldstein, your seat and mine. The former Teal MP there, Zoe Daniel. She prematurely declared victory. Remember that? That was kind of hilarious. Look at her celebrating. It was great. Yay. Well, she seems in denial over the loss, Adam. Tim Wilson has declared victory. Everyone accepts that. The media's reported on it. But Zoe Daniel, in her latest post on X, has again refused to admit defeat, stating that there are still up to 10,000 votes to count. And she also said the AEC has not yet declared the seat, calling on her supporters to respect the process and voters until a definitive position is clear. I didn't see her respecting the process when she was dancing around celebrating the massive win. Someone in a circle needs to have a word with her.
That was very embarrassing.
Maybe you, being a neighbour, could just walk across and go, Zoe, let's have a word.
She must be pretty shattered. But look, she's going to lose a big salary soon.
Yeah.
I'm not sure actually when the official date that it gets cut off. Maybe it's when it's declared. I don't know. But look, she'll be okay. She's going to get a job in the solar or the wind power industry as your head of comms or
back at the ABC.
On a big salary, or maybe even back at the ABC. So I think she'll be fine financially, but she's probably personally a bit shattered and embarrassed, because that was hilarious.
It was. Now to an outrageous proposal by the Productivity Commission, the ironically named Productivity Commission. They're talking about imposing a road congestion tax on those visiting Melbourne CBD.
By the 2050s, more than 9 million people will call Melbourne home.
As more and more people are trying to come into our cities, the challenge is our roads get super busy.
The Productivity Commission putting forward a proposal to bring in a congestion levy, a charge for motorists to try to limit the number of cars and trucks and encourage people to walk or ride instead.
New York has just introduced such a charge. What we've seen is that travel times have fallen on all the routes that are going into the city.
Adam, the fact that this mob call themselves the Productivity Commission is absurd, as is the notion that this tax is working a treat in New York. Yeah, of course it's reducing traffic because poor people, ordinary working people, can't afford to drive into the city anymore. So if you want to exclude poor people from the CBD, from driving into the CBD, then yeah, go right ahead promoting this tax.
I completely agree with those arguments. It's very regressive. And also they're getting ahead of themselves. Traffic in Melbourne, it's bad, but it's not like Manhattan. I mean, so they just want to introduce a tax, clearly. They just like it.
They're just anti-car. They're anti-car. They want to see bike lanes, which nobody is using. They want to see more public transport. You know what? You can't take home 6 bags of shopping on your bike, particularly if you live in Narre Warren.
But the head of the the PC, the Productivity Commission, she was a big champion of lockdowns, actually.
Oh, of course.
So I'm not surprised that she also supports this sort of tax. I mean, we need less tax in this country, not more. I mean, if they want to boost productivity, why are they talking about stamp duties in Victoria? I mean, I just bought a place. I have to pay 50 grand just for someone to go, that's it.
That's it.
I mean, that's a huge
And that prevents you from easily selling that property and buying something else, because you'll have to pay it each and every time.
It's a massive problem, but just silence from the Productivity Commission.
The productivity, we need to have some truth in what people call themselves and their bodies. And calling the Productivity Commission that name is an insult to productivity and to the English language. Adam Creighton, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, Rita.